Well, civil society and free speech is the tool. The pressure, when we talk about pressure from within the triangle, that is the pressure. It's basically the pressure of society getting stronger. So if you're talking about how, it's basically about being active and being, it's not just about being political. It's even about strengthening society in general. Well, when you're talking about the Arab world in particular, especially in places where people can get in trouble easily, I mean, I'm a case in point where, I lost my country because of tweeting. There are so many choices that you have to make before you do something like that. You have to choose, first of all, you have to know that if you get popular, then there's no stepping back. Some people become very popular under pseudonyms, so they basically become very proficient in using anonymizers so that they can't be tracked down, and they used a pen name or a pseudonym. The problem with that, of course, that gives them a layer of protection, but it also means that they're less effective because they have somehow less credibility, because you don't know who this person is. It also means that should they get in trouble, nobody knows who they really are. So there's also a decision of whether you want to tweet in your own language, in your target language, the language of your country, or you want to tweet in English. For me, at least, tweeting in English for a while was a form of self-censorship, because you get in trouble much sooner if I tweet in Arabic. An Arab speaking about the Arab Spring, living in an Arab country, speaking in Arabic, you'll get in trouble very quickly. Tweeting in English was basically it allowed me a certain level of freedom that was not available if had I spoken Arabic. We're talking about the big countries. So Egypt was very important. Of course, it started with Tunisia. The problem, Tunisia is doing pretty well, given everything. Tunisia is actually classified now as a democracy. The problem with Tunisia within the context is that Tunisia is a small country. Maybe it's doing very well because it's a small country. But the country that we all put our hopes in was Egypt, because if Egypt gets up, and if you have a thriving democracy in Egypt, that's a real heavy geopolitical event. This is an event that can change everything, not only the Arab world, but the region. But also, we're talking about the big Arab countries. We're talking about Saudi Arabia. We're talking about, we could always hope for some kind of resolution in Syria and Iraq, because these are countries also that traditionally, classically, have been change makers, have been contributors to Arab culture. And part of the rise of extremist ideologies is because these cultural centers are not well.